Right, so we're going to be looking at Patapon 2 now. Now, Patapon 2 is the sequel to Patapon, which was released in 2008, and already we've got a sequel in early 2009, so that's a pretty quick turnaround by my standards. So the original game combined strategy with rhythm action in a really addictive way. You basically tap out beats on the face buttons of the PlayStation Portable to make your tiny little one-eyed Patapons move back and forth. And the same applies in the sequel. The major changes are there's a new hero class, which means that you can upgrade some of your Patapons to special abilities, and that means that they can unleash special attacks once you manage to tap out rhythms in succession, which is quite difficult to do in the heat of battle. The other big thing about it is the wireless multiplayer mode, which allows you to share the game data with other friends, even if they don't own a copy of the game, and you can indulge in just multiplayer sessions to unlock bonuses that you can take back into your single player game, which is a feature that I've really been enjoying. So, what's good about this game? It's actually really, really charming. It's very similar to its predecessor, but the graphics are still brilliant. You know, the original game had really, really nice, cute, charming graphics, and this really ups the ante in terms of scale. There are much bigger mech units and flying units in this game. And the new hero abilities are quite welcome, because as long as you can keep your rhythm going, tapping out the right button commands, you can unleash these super special, powerful attacks, which is really cool to see on screen. Essentially though, the game is quite similar to its predecessor. If you picked up the first game, there's not that much different here. And I also found the new branching upgrade system, where you upgrade your Patapons by collecting stuff in the game, to be actually a little bit annoying. It's quite fiddly to go in there and change up your characters as you're progressing. But if you're a fan of the first game, then it's still worth checking out. It's been released at a budget price point. It's £19.99 in the UK. And if you've never checked out Patapon, you really ought to check it out if you're a fan of rhythm action games or strategy, because this is there's nothing out there that's quite like Patapon 2. So Patapon 2 is out in Europe right now, and it's just recently been announced this week that it's going to launch in the US soon, but it's only going to be a downloadable title only, so you'll need to buy a download code from your local store or just download from the PlayStation Network. And that's Patapon 2.